Our ranch has been in our family for 4 generations now, since my great-grandpa come overseas from Germany. What really started it all for me was one morning over in our yard, and there was 3 patrolmen had to escort our school bus from St. Anthony to our house to make sure the protesters didn't do anything to the bus or to the kids. At that time, I never owned any weapons of any sort. I proceeded that day to go to town and acquire some. I didn't feel like I could actually go help my neighbors or myself at that point with what I had, so I feel pretty confident I could protect my family and myself and my neighbors now. Yes, I have 3 young children. They're 12, 9, and 7. The 2 younger ones are boys. I don't think they quite know what's going on. My daughter's 12. She picks up on things pretty fast. She asked me one day, "Dad, what would you do if the protesters came to our yard?" And I said, well, I told her, I said, "I'll do everything in my power to protect you guys and get them out of here." So I would have to say 99% of the protesters that I've seen are from out of state. Most of them are white. I've lived with the native people all my life. We've never had a problem with them. They haven't come into our yard. They have, there was one parked at our mailbox one day changing a flat tire, so I stopped and was just watching them. They wanted to know what I was doing. I said, "Well, I live here." And they said, "Well, do you need to get by?" I said, "No." I said, "I'm fine." So I stayed there. Next morning, I woke up and there was somebody across the highway videotaping our place. So I drove out, I asked him what he was doing. He said he was videotaping for the protest. I said, "Well," I said, "I don't see why you're videotaping our yard. The pipeline doesn't even go through our property." And he said, "Well, I can do whatever I want. I'm not on your property." He said, "I'm just gonna keep doing it."